Hello, this is AI in Agriculture, one idea a day, and today in this nice location we will speak about the greenness assessment. And you still can see some green bits, the leftovers, because yes, it's autumn, so that's why we don't see the good canopy coverage now, and still we will speak about the greenness. So I will briefly tell you about the Petiole Pro approach and also highlight the general traditional way how to assess the greenness of some specific plant or its pot. And we will start with this probably because the most traditional way how to assess greenness is visual way. So you are using your eyes and trying to assess how green is this plant. Specifically, there are sometimes you have just 3 or 5 types of greenness, like green, pale and yellow, or it could be variations on this 3 one mentioned. But also there are some popular tools specifically for crops like rice. There are some tools which can help to assess the greenness because it's directly linked to the nitrogen level. And then it also links to the amount of fertilizers which you need to use to keep the plants properly green. And so the challenge of greenness is quite historical one, because depending on this specific characteristic, you understand how the plant feels. Is it okay or not okay, and what is the feedback of plant regarding the environment as well as internal processes which happen. So it was a history. Now we speak about Petiole Pro and what we are doing. So we are basically using the index which we have not created, but it was created by the University of Arkansas in the United States, and it's called DGCI, Dark Green Color Index. And I already demonstrated the calibrating plate for these purposes. So here you can see the 2 green markers, and these markers are benchmarks of greenness for the camera when you are taking the photos of something, of some specific plant. You are using this calibrating plate, and for example we have another calibrating plate, and I also explained this. For example, this one, it doesn't have any green markers. That's why it's no way to get any greenness measurement using this calibrating plate. But either with the traditional one, or we also have developed the other calibrating plate which is more advanced, and then it has 4 color markers, because it can also assess not just greenness but other type of color allocation for specific plants. So that's why we speak about DGCI as the main criteria how you can assess the greenness of plant. And yes, by the way, regarding this DGCI index, this index has been developed specifically for corn. At the same time, the researchers who are working with other crops, they have discovered that this index is relevant for other crops as well, but not for all of them. So before using DGCI, you just need to clarify, is it relevant for your specific crop? And also I want to explain why DGCI is our choice, because there are other tools which are widely used for greenness assessment. One of these tools is well-known and popular tool called SPAD. At the same time, the challenge of SPAD is linked to some technical limitations as well as some financial limitations. So it requires some budget. Regarding the technical limitations, we are speaking about the measurement of greenness in one tiny piece of a leaf. So we are not speaking about the overall greenness. And this creates the, yes, you can measure different, you can get different measurement and then get the average, and it can show you some signs of either disease or other processes which can happen in the plant. At the same time, why we have chosen DGCI? Because it's based on the RGB photos. So these photos are taken using a smartphone device or any type of digital camera available. And then you are applying the same algorithm for all the photos. Without calibrating plate, it's not possible to measure DGCI, and then you will get zeros on the screen of the smartphone. And also, what is important to mention, the light. Below this video, I am adding a link to the guidance how to use Petiole Pro, our mobile application, as well as web application, and I will place the link to the web application, to the mobile application, and to this guideline, so you can check it and try to understand, does it fit to your experiment and how it will help you. It's about the light, because sometimes we get requests from the researchers who are trying to compare the results which they obtained using calibrating plate. So they are placing the leaf either on calibrating plate or next to calibrating plate, and then they do this measurement in different days and with different light conditions, and they try to understand what is the average, what is the value, and there is no value because the comparison is not consistent. You cannot compare the measurement to do any type of measurements or compare the index if it has been taken with different light conditions. Specifically, it's very important for greenness measurement because it's about color. It's very sensitive point. So that's why my suggestion is that if you would like to measure something in stable environment, or at least you are trying to limit the direct sunlight, you are trying to make the light more consistent, maybe you are using extra light on top above the calibrating plate with your plant or your leaf or what you are measuring, this may at least remove this negative impact of light, because with different lighting you cannot, with different circumstances, you cannot compare the results. And I think this is enough for today. So thank you so much for your time. I hope you got some useful information, and stay in touch. See you tomorrow with one more idea.